What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream today. Manchester City against Tottenham, big game, Saturday night football. Manchester City flying high, top of the league. You know, they're unbeaten in, 10, 15 games, something crazy. They're on a great run of form. Tottenham obviously in a difficult run of form at the moment. Jose Mourinho struggling to get the best out of this team. And a big rivalry, man. Pep against Jose from the Barcelona-Real Madrid days. And this is going to be an interesting game for Saturday night. Big up everyone for tuning in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and like the video if you haven't already. Big up everyone in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. The watcher says, big game. Curtis is just vibes, says Ashton. Big up, bro. Omar says, welcome back to Curtis Bomber Clark Shaw TV. Respect, bro. Darian said, Curtis, my favorite fan channel. Big up Big C putting in that work. You have to, bro. There's no success without hard work, man. And big up Curtis says, Liam, respect. Reed says, big up. The last few streams have been madness. We kicked into gear this week, man. We really hit form, you know, and that's what you have to do. It's been a quiet week. Not a lot of Arsenal content to put out, really, in terms of games and stuff. We made it happen this week. Big up all of you guys for supporting, man, and your interaction. It's much appreciated. Jess said, hi, Curtis. Good show yesterday with Robbie Turkish and Kevin Campbell. Love the content. Keep it up. Henry Chris, great and much love. Big Curtis, much love, respect. Hey, big up Ella, man. She says, keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Ella. Hope you're well. Sammy says, big up yourself, Curtis. Love the show yesterday. Huge things for the channel. Come on. Keep up the graft, Curtis. Amazing. You have to, man. You know this already. Douglas Luiz, Danny Ings, Lamptey in the summer. You would take that, yeah? Douglas Luiz, I like. Lamptey's good. Ings is good. I think I would like to go for maybe some others. I do like them. I think we can go a level above that. I would rather probably go Bissouma, Memphis Depay and Max Aarons. Maybe something along those lines. We'll talk about that in a future show anyway. CW said, great collabs this week. They've kept me going. Thank you very much. Reed says, can tell this channel is another level to others, bro. Listen, whatever you do in life, you want to try and be the best at it. You know, so I've got to go above and beyond to do that. Try and get better guests, put in a lot of work, give you different type of content. So listen, I appreciate what everyone's doing, but, you know, you have to try and make your own thing the best in anything, you know. Big up Curtis Nazario. Listen, the great man R9, you know, Ronaldo Nazario. Samuel said, I missed the Liverpool stream. How was the game? Saw the result already, but too early over here. It was a good game, to be honest. The second half was very good. And Keegan says, Big C, your content is worth at least 500k subs, bro. Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. All in good time, you know. Would you do a better job than Arteta? Of course I would, man. I've won the league with Arsenal. All right, it was on Football Manager, but hey, you never know. Big up everyone for tuning in. Let's have a look at the teams, and then we will do a prediction who we think is going to win. I think most people know who they think is going to win, and it's probably this team here, top of the league, Manchester City. Pep Guardiola's team have been absolutely on fire. And they've got a big boost today as well. The boost is that Sergio Aguero is back. You know, he's been out for over a month now with COVID. And listen, what you got to think, Manchester City have been on this run with no Aguero and with no Kevin De Bruyne, who are arguably their two best players, along with one or two others. So when Aguero and De Bruyne come back, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Man City run away with the title. This is their team. Ederson in goal. Back four of Cancelo, Stones and Laporte. Laporte comes back in for Ruben Dias. Ruben Dias has apparently been a little bit unwell the last few days, so he drops to the bench. How will Stones and Laporte play? For me, Ruben Dias has been one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League this season. One of the best signings this season. Laporte was their best centre-back last season, but, you know, Stones and Dias have been great together. Zinchenko comes in at left back. Rodri, Gundogan, and Bernardo Silva, Sterling, Foden, and Jesus. So Mahrez is dropped to the bench. Rodri is the player that I don't know if I underappreciate this guy, but he's the one player that I look at and I think, is he good enough to play for Man City? Maybe I'm doing him a disservice. He keeps the ball ticking. He's comfortable on the ball, but he's not very quick, doesn't really score, doesn't really tackle, just keeps it ticking. I'm not sure, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing him a disservice. Gundogan is a top player. I see what he does. Rodri's the one I kind of question, but hey, Foden has been on fire. And Jesus, sometimes they haven't even been playing with an out-and-out striker. Raheem Sterling, captain, a massive honour for him. Still a reasonably young player himself. And obviously Pep Guardiola has a lot of faith in him. Their bench is Stefan, Kyle Walker, Ruben Diaz, Sergio Aguero, Fernan Torres, Bernard Mendy, Mahrez, Garcia, and Doyle. I mean, that bench just shows that the luxuries that Pep Guardiola's got. 50 million Kyle Walker, 60 million Ruben Diaz, Sergio Aguero, one of the best strikers in Premier League history, over 30 million. Fernan Torres, 25 million. Mendy, 50 million. Mahrez, 60 million. Garcia, of course, is on his way to Barcelona, and Doyle, a young player. They got a couple 100 million on the bench. So I think most people expect Manchester City to win this game. Absolutely crazy bench. I would take Rodri over Xhaka. Well, I think we all would. The Spanish Xhaka, yeah, possibly, just keeps it ticking, can't run, but because of how they play, it works, Well, I'll go on my dog, Big C. Rodri, underrated. He does bits in that Fernandinho role. Love from Angola. Hey, big up, bro. Yeah, listen, Fernandinho's legs are going, of course, as well. Still a top player. Nathan Ake not even on the bench, 40 million. We should do a double deal with Brighton to get Basuma and Lamptey, maybe 50 million for both. Yeah, possibly. Money talks. Good day for Leicester. Obviously, you tuned in earlier, I know. Slapped up Liverpool 3-1. Great win for them. I'll give you my score prediction after we look at Tottenham's team. Oh, Bernardo Silva. Do you rate Bernardo Silva? He's a top player. Playing in this sort of David Silva role as well now, number 10. What's up, Curtis? What you saying? I'm good, bro. I'm good. Same here, Samuel. So what's Samuel saying? Samuel's saying 4-1 to Man City. Destruction of Spurs. Let's look at Spurs' team so we can kind of, weigh up where we're at. This is their team today. Lloris in goal. Tanganga at right back. Davinson Sanchez and Eric Dyer at centre-back. Ben Davies at left-back. Højbjerg, Ndombele and Lamela, the midfield three. Lucas Moura, Son and Kane up front. On the bench, they got Joe Hart, Alderweireld, Doherty, Winks, Sissoko, Dele Alli, Gareth Bale, Bergwijn and Vinicius. I mean, they've got a lot of quality on the bench, man. Bale, Dele Alli, Sissoko, Bergwijn. There's probably 200 million on that bench, or not far off, Dele Alli would still be 40-odd million probably. Well, 150 million at least. But Lamela, another player I look at and just think, I don't know. Again, am I doing him a disservice? I look at him and think, how's he been at Tottenham for this long? I don't know. I'm just never sure about Lamela. It's a strange one because, they've got Doherty on the bench. They're playing Tanganga at right back. Alderweireld's been dropped. He had a stinker the other day against Everton when they got slapped. Harry Winks, for me, another overrated player. Don't see the hype around him. Sissoko, I'm pretty sure, was their player of the season last year. Now he's getting dropped. Dele Alli back on the bench. Bale, who can't seem to get a kick. So it's an interesting team, but I've got to admit, people, having looked at this team, I can only see Pep Guardiola slapping them up. I'm going to go 3-1 to Manchester City. You know what? Mav here has gone for 3-1. I'm going 3-1 City, man. Eric Dyer and Davinson Sanchez at the back. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't know if City have got enough there. Interesting that Mourinho giving high fives to Bernardo Silva and Cancelo, obviously Portuguese players. His ish big C expressions rips into him, Lamela. I don't get it. I don't get why he's still there. Yeah, do you know what? A lot of people are talking about Harry Kane. Harry Kane did this interview with Thierry Henry. in 2017 for Sky, where he said, "Oh, if I haven't won a trophy in 3 years, I'll be very disappointed." I think it's time for Harry Kane to leave Tottenham. I know Tottenham fans won't thank me for that, but I've got to admit, Harry Kane is a top striker. And this is probably his last chance to win trophies, because if Tottenham don't win anything under Mourinho, they ain't winning a trophy for the foreseeable. He is the guy who wins you a trophy. So can you imagine Harry Kane playing for Man City? Look at that Man City team today. Kane's better than Jesus. Sergio Aguero is at the back end of his career. I believe he's out of contract in the summer, although there are rumours City may offer him another year. But if Kane went to Manchester City, game over. You ain't winning the Prem for the next 2 or 3 years, because he would score 30 goals in that City team with the amount of service he would get from, De Bruyne and Bernardo and Sterling. He would rip it up. Even Man United, I still think, need probably a central striker as well, because Martial's very hit and miss for them. I think it's time for Harry Kane. If he doesn't win trophies this year, I think he needs to leave Tottenham. Kane should definitely leave if he wants a trophy bar the Audi Cup. Yeah, exactly, man. Would you rather have Podence or Neto? I do like Podence, he's got that low centre of gravity like Hazard a little bit. But I think Neto seems to have a little more, he's a bit more productive. So maybe I'll go for Neto, and he's left-footed as well. Doherty has been a flop for Spurs, that's why, yeah, big time. Interesting, that Tanganga, I didn't really know much about him, but obviously I watched that Amazon documentary and got to learn about him. It's funny because Mourinho and Pep giving each other big respect there. It was funny because obviously they fell out big time at Real Madrid and Barcelona, but Mourinho was saying when his dad passed away, Pep reached out to him and sent his condolences. And then when Pep lost his mum during the first part of the pandemic, he reached out to Pep. So he said, even though they're in, massive competition with each other, they have a lot of respect for each other. We should bring Kane to Arsenal. Yeah, he's boyhood club, man. We know he's a boyhood Arsenal fan. Listen, I'm not lying, mate. I say this with no shame. I would buy Gareth Bale if there was any way Arsenal could get Bale, I would do it, mate. Imagine Bale at Arsenal. It would be mad. Tottenham fans would hate him. It would be Sol Campbell part 2. Issa said, man like Gareth Snail, he's finished. He's a scrub. He relied on his pace and athleticism. So now that he's suffered from injuries, he can't adapt his game as he's not a technician. He is struggling. He might as well have stayed on Real Madrid's bench. And we're underway. Tottenham kick off. I'm going to go 3-1 Man City. Yeah, I'll go 3-1. 3-1 or 2-1, but I'll go for 3-1. Godfrey said, I think Kane would score 40 goals in that City team. Jesus misses so many chances. Bro, I'm telling you, don't tell me, come on. Any Arsenal fan in the chat right now. If I said to you, real talk, Harry Kane to Arsenal, we can get it done. Are you telling me you won't do it? Come on, you would do it, man. Let's be real, we'd do it. He's a boyhood Arsenal fan. Can you imagine how angry Tottenham fans would be if we got him? I would do it, mate, all day long. Brett said 3-0 to City. How do you rate Jesus, Curtis? I don't think he's enough to replace Aguero. I don't think City would get through a whole season with him up front. He gets bullied sometimes. He's got good movement. He can finish, but yeah, I'm not fully convinced by him. I think City, if Aguero does leave, I think they need to buy someone, whether that's Kane or Haaland or somebody like that. I don't think Jesus is the answer. Son as well. I'd probably take Son over Kane, to be honest. I think Son's an amazing player. But then saying that, Kane plays through the middle. I would take either one of them, to be honest. This is Jose's type of game. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we all kind of expect City to batter Tottenham today. But is this the game where they just defend solidly and make it difficult and it's a tight game? Although saying that, City could be in. It's a good tackle. It's a corner to City, although Foden did look offside. Kane to Arsenal. Oh, mate, Kane to Arsenal. Spurs fans would lose their head, bro. 5-2. To be fair, though, Aguero, one of the best strikers of all time in the Prem. Absolutely amazing striker. I love Sergio Aguero, man. Seriously. When you think they paid like 30 million for him, he's incredible. Corner to City. Foden whips it in. Headed over by Rodri. Should have done better there. Son over Kane, you sure? Son looks lost without Kane. Yeah, no. Do you know what? After I said it, I thought about it. I thought, you know what? We don't need the left winger as much. We need the central striker. I would. Yeah, you're right. I would take Harry Kane because I think Kane can operate without Son, you know. Son needs Kane for the link-up more. Who is better, Aguero or Aubameyang? It's Aguero, bro. I mean, the injuries are what's really hurting Aguero now. You know, he's not quite the same player, but yeah. Aubameyang, I'm hoping he gets back to form, but Sergio's next level, man. Ted says, Curtis working all weekend for us. Please hit the like button and subscribe as it helps the channel to grow. Thank you. Big up, Ted Watts. I appreciate that, bro. I hope Arteta can call Pep and ask for some players he put on the bench. Bro, look at them guys they got on the bench. Aguero, Kyle Walker, you know, Mahrez. Their team's ridiculous, bro. Can't we just borrow them for a game? Like Kyle Walker at right back tomorrow, Aguero up top, you know, Mahrez out wide. Jesus, what a team. They paid over 30 million for Aguero. We paid 30 million for Mustafi. There you go. That's how it go, you know. Crazy deals. That commentary. Balotelli, Aguero. I think that's the most iconic moment in Premier League history. That is unbelievable. I remember watching that game, thinking I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's unbelievable, you know. And Man U thought they'd won the title. That game was mad. WT said, Curtis, are Liverpool finished? Or should they be shown more respect? Being disrespected a lot recently, going for a tough spell. They're not finished. They're not finished, man. Anybody would struggle. I think the Liverpool board have let... I think they've let Klopp down, to be honest. I got to be honest. I think they've let him down. That guy's won the Champions League and the Prem. And he hits a defensive crisis. And the club didn't really back him, Liverpool. I feel like Liverpool have not really backed Jurgen Klopp for the last couple of years, you know. Why didn't they buy proper centre-backs in this January? Why are they scratching around for, you know, a guy on loan from the bottom of the Bundesliga and a guy from Preston North End? Come on, man, get the guy some proper centre-backs, you know. He's playing games with two centre-mids at centre-back. It's not possible. Imagine Arsenal playing Danny Ceballos and Xhaka at centre-back. We'd get hammered, bruv. You know, so I think Klopp's been severely let down. You know, I really do. I think the board of Liverpool have let him down big time. He needed their support in the market and he hasn't had it. Easy to respect Liverpool v Chelsea or City. William said, Michael Thomas, 89 moment is better than 2012. Curtis, for me, Ollie Oblak is the best goalkeeper ever. Jeez, I don't know about that. He is very good, though. VAR is awful. You can't celebrate a goal anymore. Scrap it. Big up with the content. Thank you very much, William. Obviously, Michael Thomas, 89 is legendary. You know, I was too young to see it live. And Oblak is a very good keeper. I don't know about the best goalkeeper ever, but very good. And VAR, I can't stand it. You know, from going to the games, there's been games where Arsenal have scored and I genuinely don't celebrate properly. I'm like, yes. Then I turn around and look at the screen. You know, I don't celebrate the way I used to. I hate VAR. Really do. It was brought in to help, but it's making it worse. Thank you, Curtis. Great content. Thank you very much. This game started quite tight. You know, it might not be as clear-cut as we think, although once City get one, they kind of, you know, they get going then. Boyd10 said, I told a Liverpool fan that if any other team encountered the injury crisis they're having, most teams are getting relegated. We get relegated if all our centre-backs get injured, no cap. I think considering the situation, they're dealing with it all right. To be fair, Kabak was linked with them in the summer. That is a good point. That is a good point. They were looking at him. But it's much easier for him to come in the summer, have a pre-season, play next to Van Dijk. He might be a really good centre-back. Today, you're making your debut in the Prem against Jamie Vardy away from home with Jordan Henderson playing centre-back next to you. It's long. It's not going to happen. Here comes City. Oh, my days. Zinchenko. Oh, it gives it away. This might not be as many games as we thought, as goals as we thought. Sorry, VAR is not bad. It's the officials behind the buttons. Yeah, good point. Good point. It is. It only seems to be in England it's as bad as this. Did you watch Valentine's? Yeah, oh, that is hilarious, man. Ty is so funny, man. Here comes City, by the way. Gundogan. He's got Sterling on the overlap. Jesus, great block, Dial. Another great block. Big month for Arsenal, February. If we get knocked out of Europe and get 1 to 3 points out of 9, that's a sackable offence. Totally agree. Danny Ceballos and Xhaka in defence. It would be long, bro. It would be long. What a chance. Yeah, good block. Good block. I thought Jesus was going to do something there. Eric Dyer blocks it and then Sanchez blocks it. So I'd rather have Partey and Xhaka at centre-back than Holding and Luiz. Oh, man. Jesus should have passed. I think he's desperate to score, man. He knows that Aguero's back, man. It's sad, isn't it? They play against Arsenal next week, and Aguero sits on the bench. They got Europe in the week. He'll get a bit of fitness. They'll probably start him against Arsenal, and he's got an amazing goal record against Arsenal, Sergio Aguero. How many points do you expect from this month? Boy, man. What we got? We got Leeds, Man City. Oh, my days. Ndombele. What a run. Good block. Leeds, Manchester City and Leicester. 4, maybe 4 points. I think we beat Leeds. I think we lose to Man City. Maybe a point against Liverpool. Leicester. So I'll go win against Leeds and lose against City and draw against Leicester. I'll go 4 points. And then obviously we got the 2 Europa League games. I think we'll get through against Benfica. I honestly do. It's hard now because we got no Thomas Partey now for the next potentially 2 weeks. So it's very difficult, man. Curtis, what should be done if Arsenal go out of the Europa and struggling in the league? How much dollar would give Arteta? He needs big money in the summer, man. He needs big money. They need to give him at least 100 million, in my opinion, plus maybe money from sales. But I don't think they will. I think they'll give him 50, 60 million to spend, which might not be enough at all. Big up, see, I just want to take you back a little. In your last show about fixing our squad here is my meaning about Willian. Don't sell or keep that fraud. Oh, man, nah. We can't say things like that, bro. That's too much, man. That's way too much. We gotta get something out of Willian. You know, we gotta get something out of him. You don't just turn into a terrible footballer overnight. Draw v Leeds, 1 point out of them 3. Man are not confident at all, are they? If we don't beat Leeds tomorrow, right, February could be a write-off because it's only getting more difficult. So, yeah, I think tomorrow we've got to get 3 points. I can't see us getting 3 points this month. Oof. No faith. City cross it in, cleared. Tottenham have got a lot of players behind the ball. Lose against Man City and Leicester the way they smashed Liverpool. I mean, the thing is, I thought Leicester were decent against Liverpool without being great. I think Liverpool, their defense is all over the place. You know, they can't defend at the moment with centre mids playing centre back. So yeah, I think we've got to beat Leeds anyway. If we don't beat Leeds, we might not get 3 points out of the whole month. So it's a must-win game tomorrow. Benfica ain't that great. Vertonghen and Otamendi at the back are okay, but I'd fancy the Arsenal to beat them. Yeah, I think Arsenal can beat them. You know, they're 4th in the Portuguese league, so Tottenham have got all their players in their own half. I mean, even Kane, midway through his own half, they're just waiting to get the ball and spring a counter-attack. And here is the counter-attack. Let's see what they've got. But City pressure so much. The more I watch this City team, they play more like Pep's Barcelona used to. You know, keep the ball and then win the ball back quick. Sterling in the penalty area. Oh, nice. Oh, Bernardo Silva probably should have lifted that cross in the air, tried to drill it on the floor. Burnley beating Palace 3-0. Wow, I didn't even know that. I did not even know that. That's a crazy result. At Palace as well. It's an unbelievable result. Wow, that is a massive shock. But Palace are struggling. I think Zaha's injured. And they're just not the same team without him. Haji said, I'm a lifelong Arsenal fan. I think Man City will win. Must-win game for the Gunners tomorrow. Go, Gunners, go. Yeah, man, we need to get 3 points. Bus tactics, yeah, Mourinho. Listen, the thing is with Jose, against Everton in the week, what did he do? He said, all right, let me make this Tottenham team go and attack. And what happened? They conceded, 5 goals to Everton? He's probably said, listen, I gave you a chance to have a go, and look, you can't defend. That's why Alderweireld's got dropped. So he's probably said, listen, go Man City. He'll take a 0-0. If they can get a 0-0, he'll be delighted. So I don't blame him. He'll still try and hit him on the counter-attack. Vertonghen and Otamendi will turn into Maldini and Nesta. Oh, my days. Hits the crossbar. Hits the crossbar. Harry Kane whipped in. Ooh, keeper takes it. Harry Kane free kick hits the crossbar. Wow. Did it get a deflection? He whips it. What a free kick. Oh, my days. It's the post, sorry. That is an unbelievable free kick. Ederson was beaten. Nearly 1-0 to Tottenham. Curtis, who is your pick for the Champions League? Can you see Man City finally doing it? I think they could, you know. I think they could. Bayern Munich, obviously, they're the holders. They're going to be good. They're going to be up there. I think Man City are one of the favourites. I do, man. Barcelona, PSG, you know, maybe Liverpool if they get Van Dijk. There's rumours Van Dijk could be back for the next round after this one. I think they can. I think they've improved this year, City, and I think they've got a great defender in Ruben Dias. Yeah, I've seen the Thai video. Brilliant, man. Omar saying they can't win the Champions League. If Spurs score first, it's game over. They will just defend, mate. They will just shut up shop. What a free kick. It was a great strike. Harry Kane, 209 goals. It's a great record. Curtis, are we really going to let Arteta have a 4th transfer window after having 3 already and we are sat 11th? Expectations in the gutter. You know where we're at, man. You know where we're at. Unfortunately, you know, the club ain't doing nothing about Arteta. So, yeah, I believe he will have a 4th transfer window. Hope Spurs loses this in the next 10 matches. Also, I never forget that stress in November when Spurs fans were talking about winning the league. They were top, they were flying. It's all kind of gone downhill very quick. But yeah, I think their target is to just win a trophy probably. I don't see them. I think they'll struggle to get top 4. They rely so much on Kane and Son. They're going to make it difficult for Man City, that's for certain. See, City, look, overhitting passes. They're finding it difficult to open them up. Tottenham got a lot of players behind the ball, you know. 78% possession for Manchester City. Raul said, Curtis, who has been your favourite player in the Emirates era? Irrespective of how they left, mine was Alexis by a mile. He gave me so many amazing moments. I don't even have to read the rest. It's Alexis Sanchez. That guy is just unbelievable. One of my favourite ever players. And that Emirates era, he's been by far the best player, in my opinion. Unbelievable player. Sad that we didn't get him to sign another deal. But maybe his legs had gone. His career's gone downhill very quick. But he used to get you off your seat. You could just give him the ball. He didn't even really need service. Unbelievable player. Bro, Harry Kane is a great player. He's in the wrong team. Yeah, I said it earlier, bro. He needs to leave. I think this summer, as I said before, man, Manchester City, I'd be buying him all day long. If Aguero does go in the summer, he would be perfect for them. I think he would score 30+ goals for Man City. They create so many chances with Bernardo and Foden and all these players, man. De Bruyne, Sterling, he would score hatfuls for them. Here's Lucas Moura. Finds Lamela. They're just trying to grab them on the counter-attack, man. Big up Curtis, bro. Respect Dan. Santi says Kevin Franks. He was a great player, Santi. We just didn't get enough time of him, at his best. Curtis, one thing people often don't discuss is big club standards. I remember Real Madrid sacking Del Bosque for playing boring football despite him winning the Champions League. Yeah, but I think that's too much. Real Madrid go crazy with it. You can't win the Champions League and get sacked. But yeah, no, I get you. I get you, though, in terms of, top clubs. You have to maintain a certain standard. Now, I think Arsenal have let them slip. Bernardo finds Sterling. Who's the second best player of the Emirates era? Who's the second best? I mean, Fabregas wasn't there long enough, really. I liked Van Persie. I got to admit, for a year or two, I thought Van Persie was immense as well. I'll maybe go Van Persie. I like Nasri as well, but again, he left quite early. Maybe Fabregas, Maybe I did like Cesc Fabregas. Cazorla, Aubameyang, RVP or Santi. Yeah, no, I like Son more as a player. That's why I said Son earlier. But I think we could do with Kane more because I think we need a central player. I think we're quite good in wide areas. So I'd go for Kane. Would you take Zinchenko at Arsenal? Nah, we got Tierney, man, and he ain't going to come and play second fiddle. He could have played Son in there, Lamela. So I mean about Lamela. Decision-making is crazy at times. Nasri against Fulham. Oh, man, remember against Man United? I think he scored 2 at the Emirates. Cesc for me, yeah, Fabregas was my second. He was unbelievable. Such a talented midfielder. Shout for Bellerin. Yeah, no, I don't think there'll be shouts for Bellerin, bro. Or Willian either. Here come Tottenham. They've started the game quite well. They're making it very difficult for City to create anything. Bellerin, keep or sell. Sell all day long, bro. No doubt about it. Get rid of him. Would you take Ndombele? He's class. Yeah, I actually wanted us to sign him. I couldn't believe Tottenham got him. He was being linked with Real Madrid, and then he ended up at Tottenham. Yeah, when Nasri smacked it past Van der Sar, what a goal. Top player. Hey, Curtis, which order do you rate these English youngsters? Sterling, slips over. He's in the box. Here's Gabriel Jesus. Sterling is going to shoot or pass. Take too long. Tottenham are just getting 10, 11 players behind the ball. I would go. That's a tough one, man. Yeah, that's tough. Because Foden is a top player. He is. But has he been as consistent as Saka this season? I don't know if he has. To me, Saka's Young Player of the Year. I think he's Young Player of the Year. I like Greenwood. I'm giving it to Saka, man, for the consistency. Oh, this could be a penalty, VAR check. I think that's a penalty. He's clipped the back of Gundogan's leg. It's a penalty, I think. I think they've given it. Mourinho saying no pen. Yeah, I'm going in that order you've actually written them, right? So I'm going Saka 1, Foden 2, Greenwood 3, Bellingham 4. For the consistency, man, and the versatility. Even though I'm a big fan of Foden. People have been saying here that Ederson should take penalties. It is a penalty to Manchester City. Obviously, Gundogan missed the penalty last week against Liverpool, skied it over. So Rodri's taking it this time. Look at Ederson. I feel like Ederson's... Oh, imagine if Ederson took the penalty. He's ran all the way up to Tottenham's half. He probably said, what, shall I take it? Goalkeepers should be amazing at penalties, to be honest. Ederson wanted to take it, man. Penalty to Man City. And it'll be Rodri to take it. And I was dissing Rodri earlier, saying I'm not sure he's that good either. For me, it's Foden, Saka, Greenwood, and Bellingham. Fair enough. I think a lot of people would say that as well. Here we go. Rodri, the player I've been dissing. To take it. He scores just about. 1-0 to Manchester City. Whips his... I thought he missed. I thought he hit the post. And Man City are winning. There's the first one. Will the floodgates open? Did he hit the post? Oh, Lloris got a hand on that. I think he should save that. That's poor goalkeeping, man. Very lucky. It's not a great penalty at all. Lloris should save that. But hey, 1-0 to Manchester City. It was Højbjerg on Gundogan. It is a penalty. He kicks his foot. That's poor defending. He doesn't need to put that tackle in. But yeah, 1-0 to Manchester City. And now the floodgates might open. I think Tottenham may hold a beating from here, you know. I feel like once City get that first goal and you have to start attacking them, it's long. It ain't going to happen, you know. 4-0 incoming. Tottenham are going to have to attack now, and this when City will pick them off. Jose's got to move the bus out of the way now, you know. Give them the league already. It's over. I think Man U are the only team who can challenge them, really. No one else is really looking like they're going to be up there. Here's Son. Blocked. Hoy Busquets, they call him. I'm loving expressions. It's lit. X is too funny, man. Knuckles said, it's sad as an Arsenal fan. I enjoy this more than our games. Bruv, I said the same thing earlier. I said, yo, I'm enjoying doing watch-alongs of other teams more than Arsenal, car. There's no stress. I'm stress-free watching this. I'm just enjoying the football. I want to see goals. I want to see excitement. When I'm watching Arsenal, bruv, I'm tense. I'm vexed. Curtis, since the smoke settled, it's clear the Luiz red card was actually correct. Refs are not there to decipher intentions. It was clumsy. When will the fans stop looking for excuses? I agree now. I do. I felt at the time it should have been a yellow. But the rules, if you go by the letter of the law, it's a red, you know. Whether we agree with it or not, whether we think it's silly, the way the rules are, it is a red. So you was right, Curtis. Partey had other guys running at Atletico, Koke, Rodri, Sal, plus other athletic players. And they moved the ball. You don't have to do... Oh, free kick to Tottenham, whipped in, cleared. At Arsenal, the man's playing next to Granit Xhaka. Let's be honest, we don't know Granit Xhaka for his energetic running, you know. So I think that could be a part of the reason why Thomas Partey is getting injured. I'm telling you. The most crazy game I ever saw is the Arsenal v Reading 7-5 in the league. Remember that? We were 4-0 before half time. Yeah, I think I remember that. Was that it was away from home, right? I think I do remember that. They're quality players, though, exactly. Well, shows are being lit. I appreciate that, man. Atleti played compact. Koke and Saul covered. Exactly. He had energy, he had quality around him. He had players who kept the ball, so the running was minimal. At Arsenal, we're wasteful in possession. You're playing next to a guy who can't really run. You know, it's difficult. I'm not surprised that Partey's getting injured. I'm really not. Let's see if the floodgates open now in this game. Do you think Pepe can play in midfield? Maybe in the 10, but I think we're starting to see a better Pepe anyway. Curtis, how are we not in the mix for top 4? Listen, I've said it time and time again. For me, I put a lot of the blame towards the manager. I watched that Leicester team today, right? Leicester were good. I looked at a lot of their team. I thought, a lot of players in our team are better than this. You know, I'm sorry, they are. I look at them; they're a good unit. They're collective. There's players in our team. It's quite even. Leicester's team and us. You know, they got more Mark Albrighton playing right wing. You know, like Marty is at a right back, and come on, man, you can't tell. Look, West Ham are a point off the top four. You can't tell me we're not better than West Ham. We beat West Ham. We've got a better team than West Ham on paper. We haven't got the best out of our team this season. And don't get me wrong, have to the players have to take some responsibility, but the manager should have got more out of this team. I'm sorry, and I won't back down from it. I agree. That's what I think. Sports Genius said, Curtis, how did Sky Sports get in contact with you for that interview? You're sick with the football talk. I appreciate that, bro. They just reached out on social media, and you know they'd obviously watched the channel and stuff, and yeah, they got in contact, man. So you never know who's watching, man. You never know who's watching. That's why you gotta, you know, put out the best content possible. I think it just comes down to when we play teams, they know they're just putting some pressure on us. We get shaky. Comes down to mentality. Bernardo Silva gets booked there. It's a give me year. Can't have a dig at Arteta, Curtis. I know he's like a protected entity at Arsenal, isn't he? City not allowing Spurs to counter-attack. Pep might just have Jose's number. Man City are probably the best team in the league at just breaking up attacks. I remember watching them once at the Emirates where every time we got an attack going, they just clipped you, you know, and they did it in such a way that the ref wasn't even giving a yellow card, you know. They don't let you start the counter-attack, and that's what they're very good at. Big up Curtis Shaw Sports. Yeah, man, Shaw Sports News, man. Brendan Rodgers could outmanage Arteta in his sleep. I agree with that. It's about coaching, man management, and tactics. Brendan Rodgers is levels, and if we offer him the job, he'll take it for sure. He has unfinished business after getting sacked at Liverpool. Do you think Brendan Rodgers would leave Leicester if Arsenal came in for him? Because at the moment, that looks a better project to manage than us. You know, they've got a settled team. They're challenging for top four. They've got a new training ground being built. It's one of the best in Europe. The only thing is, you know, he might look at Arsenal and think, I'm back on a pedestal if I go there. But I'm not totally convinced Rodgers would take the Arsenal job, honestly. He might look at it and think the amount of pressure I'm going to get there from the fans, we may not even be in Europe next season. They're not going to give him loads of money to spend. It's not an overly attractive job. It's a big job, but it's a stressful job as well, you know. I'm not sure. It's an interesting one. Not unless they back him, yeah. They would have to give him big dough as well. Oh, my days, Bernardo Silva. What a block that is. Davinson Sanchez, I thought he was going to score. Sartak says, Curtis, can you please call up Claude for a video? Yeah, maybe I'll get Claude on at some stage. The Leicester job seems a better project. Yeah, and less stressful, you know. Son whips it in, poor cross, headed away. The only way Arsenal could get Rodgers, they would have to look at his contract and better it significantly. If he's on, I don't know, 7 million, you've got to give him 10 million or something like that. And they've got to say, you've got 100 million to spend. Otherwise, I don't think he would want it. I got to be honest. I think he probably feels like he can take Leicester into the Champions League. So I don't know. Curtis, Pep does well, and he's a checkbook manager. He loses a match or two, and he's a fraud. The man can't win. Why do people hate winners? That's life, isn't it? Unfortunately, Pep for me is supreme. It doesn't even bother me that he spends so much money. He's supreme. He's one of the best coaches the game's ever seen, in my opinion. I love Pep Guardiola as a coach. You know, I would rather play for Pep than Klopp, than Mourinho. I would want to play for Pep as a player. He plays football the way I love football to be played. You know, pass, move, get on the ball, individual quality in the final thirds. I think he's brilliant, Pep. You know, supreme coach. Kevin Campbell, top job. You know, it makes sense. Yeah, man. Get Kev in there, man. Why not? Do you agree that Vardy is the best transfer ever? I mean, I don't know about ever, but he's been an unbelievable deal for Leicester to get him out of the lower leagues, and look at the amount of goals he's scored. Sorry, over the years, been an amazing signing. Brendan Rodgers is one of the most underrated managers in Europe. Yeah, very good, very very good. This will be Pep's best season if they win the Champions League. I think they can win it this year. You know, they're in the mix. They're definitely one of the top 3 or 4 teams this year. I think with Ruben Dias, how good he's looked, he adds a different dimension to them. They're going to have a fresh Aguero who's had a lot of time out. De Bruyne on his way back. I think they can win it. Brendan Rodgers on 10 million at Leicester. That is nuts. I didn't know that. I thought he was on less than that. Very difficult to get then. You're going to have to give him, 12, 13 million a season. That's the problem. That's the difficulty in getting him. Curtis, do you agree that since Wenger burnt Alexis out, he was relentlessly overplayed and never had the legs since? Possibly. He also had a few years, I believe there was back-to-back Copa Americas with Chile and the World Cup as well. So they had 3 summers with no rest. Oh, Lamela. I told man about Lamela. This guy, I don't know how he's still in the Prem at a club like Tottenham. Curtis, how will Messi do at Man City? I don't think he'll have anything to do with that move. I don't think Messi will come to the Prem. He's 34 in June. 34 in June. I don't think Messi will come. I think Messi will go to PSG probably, or he'll go to the MLS and chill. You know, I don't see him coming to the Prem. It's mad how he's made the transition from lower league and then with Leicester now doing it. Oh, you're talking about Vardy? Yeah, he's been brilliant. Vardy, Aguero both will get statues outside their stadiums. Both are symbolic to the club. Yeah, possibly. I always wonder why players like Ian Wright and Vieira and that have not got statues at Arsenal. Curtis Suarez is killing it again at Atletico. What a player. Your views? I believe any top scorer in the whole league, and Atletico are top. I mean, Barcelona threw him out the door. You know, they and Barca are what, 3rd, 4th in the league? They must be thinking, what have they done there? Suarez is a quality player. You know, it would have been. Imagine if Arsenal would have signed him. Messi will go home to News. Is it News Old Boys or New? But I thought it was News Old Boys. In Argentina, makes sense. Maybe it is. If Messi doesn't come to the Prem, does that diminish his stature as a great? I've always wanted him to come to the Prem. I just don't think Messi. Oh, great ball, Bernardo. I don't think Messi sees the Prem the way a lot of us see the Prem. I don't think he's that excited by it. You know, I think he looks at the Prem and probably thinks you get no winter break. It's freezing. You know, Manchester as well, man. It's a rainy city. Manchester's a great city, but you get a lot of rain there, man. You know, it doesn't appeal to a lot of these players. Why are a lot of these players, the top players, not coming to the Prem? Neymar, you know, maybe Mbappe will come to the Prem. I don't know, but Neymar's never going to probably play in the Prem. Ronaldinho didn't. R9 Ronaldo, Zidane, you know, Maradona, all these great players, a lot of them never came to the Prem. They've got no real interest in it. It's entertainment, but it's harsh, it's demanding. Bottom of the league can beat you in the Prem. That don't really happen in La Liga and in Syria and places like that. So, you know, yeah, man, he probably is scared of Burnley, you know. He probably is scared of Burnley. I wouldn't want to go to, if I'm at Barcelona, I don't want to go to Burnley in December. Ben Mee and Tarkovsky elbowing you in the face. Curtis, do you reckon you could play championship level now? You know, the fitness-wise, I'd be way off it fitness-wise. You never know, man. You know what? I reckon I could if I got fully fit, you know. Give me a month, 6 weeks to get fully fit. I reckon I could do something, I'm telling you. I could do something. I've seen some players in the championship. I'm like, yo, come on, man. But here comes City, whipped in corner. Neymar at Barnsley would be fun. Yeah, look at Chelsea the other day played at Barnsley. They got bobbly pitch and that. These men don't want nothing to do with that, bro. I'm telling you. These men don't look at the English game the way we do. But it does that Brazilian team with R9, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, Cafu win the Premier League all day long. In terms of talent, anyway, by miles. Corner to City, whipped in, headed away. Big up Fran, he said the Premier League is not the best league, just the most entertaining. I'd agree. I think we have the entertainment, but not necessarily the best league. But saying that, I think what's the best league? Maybe La Liga. But then they've dipped now, with no Ronaldo at Real Madrid, Messi coming to the back end of his career, Neymar's left. What is actually the best league in the world now? Is it the Prem? Is it La Liga? I don't know. I would argue that the Prem has maybe overtaken La Liga now, I'm very impressed with Serie A. It does seem to be on the way back. And I'm glad because growing up as a kid, Italian football, I love that league, man. The Italian league was like my favorite league outside of the Prem. Yeah, I get what you mean, Fran. Technically, the football, the way they play the game, you would want to play in La Liga. They move the ball 10 times better, technically better. I think now we have a very, you ain't going to go to many other leagues and see as many dominant teams as you see in England. There ain't a big six in Spain. You've got a big three, really, and then some also rans. Lamela and Gabriel Jesus having a scuffle here. The Argentina-Brazil rivalry, man. That rivalry never seems to stop. I said, Curtis, the Chinese Super League. It's they've definitely got the money over there. The most competitive league is the Premier League, hands down. Free kick to Man City. 39 minutes gone. Serie A on Channel 4. Oh, man. Saturday morning, James Richardson with his little ice cream and his newspaper on the table. Come on, man. Who's my favourite? AC Milan were my favourite Italian team, to be fair. I used to love George Weah and Rui Costa and them, man, there. Shevchenko. I like the black and red stripes, man. AC Milan was my team in Italy still. I remember I was gutted when R9 Ronaldo went to Inter Milan. I was like, nah, man. Why didn't he go to AC Milan? And then he went AC Milan at the back end of his career when he wasn't as good. Curtis Ronaldo just missed an absolute sitter versus Naples. I'm sure he'll score at some stage. Prem started 93, so La Gazzetta until then. Italian football was unbelievable. They were the dominant force, Turkish league ain't that bad. Yeah, I know there's a few good teams over there. First Prem, second La Liga, third Serie A. I would say so right now. Serie A seems to be on the come up again. La Liga, I do think, has dipped since Ronaldo left, Neymar left, Messi's at the back end. Premier League is the best, most competitive, highest TV money, new champions. And Curtis, bro, I'll do better than Nketiah. No need of you'll do better than Nketiah. No need of pre-season with those chip finishers. If only, bro. If only. I think Arsenal will cash in on Eddie in the summer. No love for the French league, man. It's PSG, innit? It's PSG. There's a couple decent teams over there. Lyon are decent. Marseille, Lille, but it's PSG winning. How many years in a row have PSG won that league? They dominate that. When you've got one team winning the league every year. I liked AC Milan when they had Kaká and Pato. Pato was such a baller, man. So quick. Brazil, I thought he was going to have a big career, man. Pato, so quick. Liga, Serie A, La Liga, and then Prem. Nah, I can't agree with that. I can't agree with it. Prem has got that unexpected factor, just like Leicester, exactly. Can you imagine, I don't know, Real Sociedad winning the league in Spain? It ain't going to happen. It's going to be Barca, Atletico, Real every single year. Bundesliga as well, Bayern Munich every year. Every year they'll win the title. They've just signed up a Meccano today. You can't even develop a player in. Oh, my days. Sterling. Oh, my days. What a block. Should be a goal. Oh, Jesus clips the crossbar. Sterling has ruined. Who is it he did there? Ben Davis plays a 1-2. Oh, my days. Beep, beep. Look at the speed. See you later, mate. Pulls it back to Gundogan. What a block by Davinson Sanchez. Oh, and then Jesus clips the top of the ball. Gundogan's shot. I think the keeper would have saved it. The shot was straight at him, but still a good block. Man said the Bayern Liga. Yeah, man. Curtis, did you ever play at Barnet's Old Ground, Underhill? Yeah, terrible, mate. Running up a hill, slanted pitch. That pitch was crazy, bruv. Curtis, each country think their domestic league is the best. The proof is in the Champions League. I mean, having a great team in the league, like Bayern Munich, though, still doesn't really show that you've got a good league. I just think they've got a great team and they dominate that league. They buy all the best players. They've got the most money. You know, it's very easy for Bayern to dominate. Any player that gets to a certain level in Germany, Bayern Munich are just going to buy him. You know, they're going to say, right, we'll take him, unless they really don't need him. Do you rate Harvey Barnes? Yeah, I think he's a good player. He impressed me today. He's quick, good tight dribbling. Yeah, looks good. It's there's a lot of good wingers for England at the moment, so it'll be difficult for him to maybe get an England call up. But no, he's doing well at Leicester. Curtis, Chelsea are above Spurs and Arsenal. If they win, they go above Liverpool. Why no picture? Bro, I apologize, man. I did look for the picture with Chelsea. I'm gonna make one. I'll probably try and make one and get Chelsea on it because they should be on it as well. They are one of the big six. Yo, AC Milan on Pez was ridiculous. Seedorf and them, man, they were sick. The Inter team ended up being even better. You know, you had R9 Ronaldo, Adriano, and Obafemi Martins and Recoba. You know, they had a mad team. Klopp to Arsenal, we'd all love that, my friend. We'd all love that. Thoughts on Balogun? I think he's on his way out, I've got to be honest. I mean, Arteta is speaking with a lot of confidence about keeping him. Maybe he's given his word he's going to stay, but I'm not confident. Anthony said, "Hey, bro, you're well. I'm good, bro. You're good." Adriano, 99 shot power. They were the days, man. They were the days. Just put it on his left foot and let rip. Shot was like a bullet. You know, shot was absolutely ferocious. Adriano, he should have been the next big striker, man. Wasted talent. Remember the Silver Fox, Ravanelli, yeah, Middlesbrough, him and Janino. Proper player. Put the shirt over your head when you score. That was a great celebration. Forget ESR. Arsenal need a Bruno if they want to start making top four and a title push. Bruno's cost 50 odd million. That's the problem. Arsenal don't want to spend no money, man. That is the problem. I still think ESR is not ready to be Arsenal's number 10 every single week. I think they need another option. Oh, chance for Cancelo, shoots over the ball. Eddie is the bronze fox. Oh my days, crazy. Curtis, please provide your pick for Euro 2020 winners. At the moment, you've got to look at France, of course, but I think Holland and Portugal are outside bets as well. I honestly do. I think they've both recovered. Portugal, they're in a bit of a golden era at the moment. You know, you look at Bernardo Silva, João Felix, Cancelo, Ruben Dias. They've got some proper players, man. Oh, yeah, Euro 2021. Sorry, yeah, it got moved, obviously. But no, I think Portugal are an outside bet. Spain will be in there. England, halftime whistle goes there, by the way, 1-0 to City. If England had a proper manager, they'd be up there. England's attacking players are ridiculous. But I don't think the manager will pick the right team. He'll put Eric Dyer and Declan Rice and all these kind of men in the squad when, you know. But, yeah, England maybe will get to a quarter-final or something, but I don't see them winning it. Curtis the GOAT. Hey, big up, bro. Halftime whistle goes. Manchester City winning 1-0. Tottenham have not really created anything. They've had a free kick. They haven't done much more. You can see that Mourinho definitely is trying not to lose the game rather than necessarily going all out for the win. He would have just probably been mindful of the fact that he didn't want to hold a beating, which I can understand, really, considering what happened in the week against Everton. So we'll see. 1-0. What's everyone saying? Let's see what you're all saying. James said, as an ex-professional player, it must infuriate you watching Nketiah like these days. It's who you know, not how good you are. The thing is with Eddie, right? What I will say to him in his defense is, I don't think Eddie is a pro because of how good he is. He's a pro because he was actually a very, very good player as a youngster. You know, he's got a fantastic goal record in under 23s football and England under 21s. He's great amongst his own age group. The problem is he hasn't been able to take it into men's football. And that's why I think he needed another loan spell. You know, Leeds sent him back after 6 months. They should have sent him somewhere else. So, yeah. Curtis, you're watching Villa v Brighton. I love football, but I don't know if I've got a Villa v Brighton in me. I'm definitely not doing a watch along for it. I might have it on in the background, but I won't be like watching it and concentrating. I'd still take Jose over Mikel Wenger. So would I. Mourinho over Arteta. If we could wipe away this spell at Tottenham so he's not ex-Tottenham, I would take him. Don't understand why people knock Eddie. He's just a bit lightweight and needs service. He is hardly getting a premium service from Xhaka and co. I think people just feel like Eddie's quite limited in his game, you know. But yeah, I don't think Eddie at the moment is ready to be leading the line for Arsenal. He's, you know, he needs another loan spell, I think, definitely, you know. And Ketty should go to League One. That's harsh, man. I'd rather have Lundberg than Jose. Nah. I can't agree with that. Mourinho is finished as a manager. Is Tottenham just the wrong club for him? You know, I got to admit, when Jose went to Tottenham, I thought, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if they've got the mentality and the winning attitude that he's going to demand from them, you know. Plus, he does need money to spend. Are Tottenham going to back him? I don't know. But hey, let's see. Beast wallpaper, Mr. Shaw. Moving forward, you need to use them kind for your background, increase the pay for your graphics. Yeah, but let's see. You know, obviously, it's slow progress, isn't it? It's slow progress. Bit by bit, we make the channel better. We'll get there eventually. We'll have top quality graphics and everything moving forward. You know, start with a plain background, then you get the green screen, then we'll get all the graphics. You know, I need to get the timer on here. I need to get the scores up and more and pictures and things. So, but listen, we'll get there. Slow progress, you know. And Nketiah would struggle in the league. Don't get twisted. Yeah, you put him in League One, I think he would struggle. I genuinely do. I think he'd get bullied. He would score a few goals, but them leagues are different, man. Them leagues are not like the Prem, I'm telling you. Them leagues are, they're dirty leagues, bro. Bobbly pitches, you know. It's not all glamorous like the Prem. We like this, Curtis. Don't need no graphics. You make the watch along better. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you. WT said, Curtis, how highly do you rate Haaland? Rumours he could be heading to Anfield. I'm not totally convinced by Haaland, you know. What do you guys make of Haaland? I don't know if he's being overhyped a little bit. He's banging in goals in the Bundesliga. He has scored a few in Champions League as well, to be fair. But I watch Bundesliga sometimes, and the defenders are on the halfway line. Sometimes I'm like, yo, you play one through ball, you're in. Look at Aubameyang's goals at Dortmund. One little through ball in, one-on-one with the keeper. You don't get that in the Prem. So Haaland, I do think he's a good upcoming youngster, but I don't know if he's as good as everyone makes out. I suppose time will tell. Curtis, who would you go for PFA Young Player of the Year? Saka for me. Saka. He's had the best season out of the youngsters. Foden's been good, very good. But Saka's been the most consistent. Haaland is a Gucci Lukaku. Haaland is a Norwegian Lukaku. That man are on him. Yeah, I'm not sure about him. Felt bad for Klopp. He's had a tough week. Yeah, man. Obviously, losing his mum's been terrible for him. Forget Haaland. Ready-made Curtis. Yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm ready. You know, I'm telling you. Yo, you are getting clamped in them lower leagues. I'm telling you, big time. Curtis, we should pay Haaland 60 mil release clause. Absolute bargain. So some of you do rate him. Haaland is a gunman. So you think he is a top player? Yeah. Time will tell. I think he needs to go somewhere else and prove himself in another league. What do you think about Alisson? Yeah, strange, isn't it? You know, he was like Mr. Reliable, and in the last couple of games, he's made some mad errors, and you're like, what is he doing? They're not simple errors. Like today, he runs out and clatters into the defender, gives Vardy an open goal. It's weird. It's weird. I mean, cut Lamella. Want Lamella out of there? I don't rate Lamella at all. 60 mil can get Calvert-Lewin. I do like Calvert-Lewin. 23, English international. Holds the ball up well, scoring goals, good link-up play. I've been impressed with Calvert-Lewin. It'll be very difficult to get him, man. Everton have got money. They've got good owners. They've got a top manager. Better manager than Arsenal, let's be honest. In Carlo Ancelotti. Ashton said, would you take Dries Mertens at Arsenal? I think he's a little bit old now. You know, ain't Mertens like 32, 33? I would have taken him maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Not now. Do you rate Rafinha? I mean, we're going to see how good he is tomorrow. But no, what I've seen of him this season, I would take him. I like him. Continue your hard work. Thank you very much. Watkins all day, every day. I like Calvert-Lewin more than Watkins. I think he's better. I'm still not convinced I would take Watkins at Arsenal for the simple fact Villa paid 30 million for him. So they're going to want at least, 45 million for him. They're going to want to make profit on him. And they're not going to want to lose him anyway. But I wouldn't be spending 45 million on Ollie Watkins. I honestly wouldn't. I don't think there's any guarantees. I would go for Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin would probably cost more than that, but I think he's better than Watkins. Curtis, do you agree with Robbie and Kevin? We need to give Arteta more time. I mean, I suppose he does need more time. I'm not sure if he's earned more time. That's my question. Does he deserve more time? But yeah, that's it. He's gonna be here until next season. I'm sure of it. Curtis, why are you blocking the City player? Yeah, man, he's unlucky, De Bruyne, that I'm sitting in the middle. Maybe I should have blocked someone else. You know, I'm not blocking the Arsenal player. He has to be there. Football's funny. We wouldn't take Watkins last season from Brentford, but now people would have him. By the way, Ivan Toney is way better than Watkins. It'll be interesting. It will be interesting. Ivan Toney's ripping up the Championship. Now, I think he's got over 20 goals already. It's just, can he make that transition? Some players have banged in goals in the Championship and not made the transition to the Prem. Some players can be even better in the Prem because they get better service. They're playing with better players. I think sometimes you have to take a risk. That Ivan Toney looks a good player. I mean, it depends how much he would cost. But yeah, I would have a look at him. Yes, see, my dude Curtis, big up, respect. Curtis, do you think Steven Gerrard will be the right choice for Liverpool when Klopp is gone? It's interesting. He's going to win the title for Rangers this season. They're going to go for Gerrard, aren't they? Let's be honest. He's winning the title at Rangers. He's probably giving him that chance that he will get the Liverpool job. But he's nowhere near as good as Klopp. But it'll be interesting. Everyone wants the fairy tale manager now, the ex-player who's got so much passion for the club, young, got coaching methods, a lot of energy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, as we saw with Frank Lampard, That was the fairy tale for Chelsea, but it didn't work. Steve Ball never cut in the Premier League, but scored goals for fun in the Championship. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Curtis, how do you rate Benfica? I think they're decent. We've got to be careful because they'll have a lot of know-how and experience. But I feel like Arsenal are favourites going into that game. But if we don't turn up, we can get knocked out. So did you see Ty's date on AFTV? I saw it, man. That was funny, man. I'll take Ancelotti at Arsenal. Yeah, we should have. I said this, and I always say this. I know I said Mourinho, but I also said Ancelotti. I've got videos on the channel to prove it. Where I was saying, let's go and get him. So Don Carlo, I would have taken all day. Obviously, I spoke to Kevin Campbell the other day on the show, and off air, he was saying to me, look, I understand that you wanted a Mourinho or an Ancelotti. He was saying the club didn't want to spend that kind of money. They didn't want to spend. I believe Ancelotti's on 13 million a season and Mourinho's on 15. They didn't want to spend that kind of money. And, Arteta's on 6. He's on less than half of what Ancelotti's on. And Allegri, someone said here, I'd take Allegri. Allegri's turned down the Arsenal job before. Allegri's been interviewed for the Arsenal job. And apparently he came in, he made demands. He said, listen, if you want me to take the Arsenal job, this is what I want. I want full control of transfers. I want a big transfer budget. I want 6, 7 of my staff to come over here and be employed. And the club wouldn't give him those demands. They weren't going to give him the amount of money to spend, the wages. And it didn't happen. Someone, obviously I did a stream yesterday with Robbie, Kevin Campbell and Turkish. Go and check that out. And off air, they were saying, I won't say who said, but they were saying that, because I want Arteta out, that, if Arteta goes, the likelihood is it would be Per Mertesacker would get the Arsenal job on a temporary basis because he's the under-23 coach. So, I get it at the same time. I do get it. I get why Mikel Arteta is Arsenal's manager. And it's not because he was the best candidate. It's because of the circumstances. They don't want to pay the biggest wage. They're not going to give you the biggest transfer budget. You're going to have to work with restrictions. The Mourinhos, the Allegris, the Ancelottis, they're not working under those kind of circumstances. They're saying, give me a massive wage. I want a big staff behind me of, 6 or 7. And I want 100 million odd to spend. So this is why they've gone for it, unfortunately. So we're going to have to be patient, although it's very hard the way we've played this season. Big bosses don't come to Arsenal due to the backing. 100%, Fran, 100%. I want Claudio Ranieri at Arsenal. He won the league with an average Leicester team. I wouldn't want Ranieri, man. I feel like it was a one-off. I feel like it would never happen again. And that's why they got rid of him quickly. I don't think he's done a lot since either, so I wouldn't want Ranieri. I'd take Brighton's coach. Who's that again? Graham Potter. Done well there, to be fair. I wouldn't want him, but he does play good football. Brendan Rodgers would be fantastic, I would like Brendan Rodgers. I think he ticks so many boxes. Knows the league, plays good football, can work well on a restricted budget, improves players. Steven Gerrard said one of the best coaches he's ever worked under. In fact, I think he said he's the best coach he's worked under in terms of training ground coaching. Herman said, keep or let go, Ceballos or Guendouzi. Yeah, I saw a rumour today that Danny Ceballos could be bought for 22 million, I think. Do you know what? I would keep Guendouzi because I would rather put that 22 million towards someone else. You could probably get Basuma for 25, 30. So I would, listen, if Guendouzi has improved his attitude, I would bring him back. I would. And go and get another midfielder. Sissoko's on for Tottenham at half-time. I was surprised he didn't start, to be honest. Surely he's took Lamela off. If Lamela played for Arsenal, seriously, the amount of moaning I would do about that guy, I don't rate him at all. James says, Curtis, can you believe that Simeone is on 40 million euros a year at Atletico? Surely that's not true. I heard Pep Guardiola was the highest paid manager in the world. I thought Pep was the highest. If that's true, that's unbelievable. I'm Googling that now because I can't believe it. Highest paid manager. Highest paid football manager. And it is Oh, wow, you're right. You are right. Apologies, yeah. Diego Simeone, 40 million euros a season. That is Antonio Conte, 30 million euros. That is unbelievable. And then Pep Guardiola, 27 million euros. Jurgen Klopp, and then Jose Mourinho, then Zidane. That is unbelievable. Then Cannavaro in China. See, Allegri was on 10 million pounds, English pounds. Arsenal would not want to pay it. This is the problem. Who is even out of work now? We could bring in Rafa Benitez. I wouldn't really want Rafa. Maurizio Sarri, who was at Chelsea, would you want him? You know, there aren't great options out there, so we're kind of stuck. 40 million euros. Big who was it who said that, man? Was it James? It's a great comment because I didn't know that. I never knew he was on that kind of money. 40 million euros. Eddie Howe. Man, like Eddie Howe out of work, kiddo. Bless Curtis, my bro. Love your shows and insight. Your self-deluded Turkish Mo are the realists. You four get a show running and TV companies will come knocking for sure. Let's go for Grealish. I think we'd all love to get Grealish. Thank you for the compliment and kind words. I appreciate it. Big C, I went to the Ruiz v Joshua fight in New York. The British outdrank everybody in the building. What a night of boxing. Devastating, of course, because Joshua lost. But you saw a fight that goes down in history there, you know? The English love a drink abroad. We know how it is, man. When it's the Euros, the World Cup, the English fans will always be they'll always be the most drunk, you know, let's be honest. When they travel around the world watching football. I would never take Simeone for 40 million a year. No, I wouldn't. Simeone, 40 million. Yeah, appreciate you telling me that, mate. Coach Nagelsmann. Would you take? He's very highly rated, isn't he? He's very young, though. All right, the game's underway. Let's have a little talk of the game. Wish we had Dunk. Reminds me of Tony Adams. He was being linked with moves, man. He seems to have gone under the radar now. Arsenal were a great club. Kroenke sucking the life out. Oh, man. Lopetegui, Seville, good manager. England. They love it, man. England on tour. They love it. Arsenal keeping a manager who makes less than some of his own players. It's mad, isn't it? Should the manager be the highest paid player at a football club? Highest paid player, highest paid like staff member at a football club. He's got the most pressure on him, really. No, James, I appreciate that, man. I checked it. I couldn't believe it. 40 million euros. What's that? About 34 million pounds, something like that. It's unbelievable. You know, no wonder the guy don't want to leave Atletico on that kind of money. He loves it. He's going to win the title this year as well. Right, 3 minutes gone in this half. Next goal's vital. If City score it, I think it's game over. If Tottenham score it, obviously, it opens the game up. Foden got bullied off the ball there. It's the only thing with Foden, a bit lightweight, but he'll get it with age, you know, and he gets a bit stronger. Would you swap Suarez for Aubameyang? It's crazy, isn't it? You would have never said that last season. It looked like Suarez was finished, and he's older as well. Nah, I don't know. Would Suarez still do well in the Prem? He's been great this year. I got to be honest. He has been great, but I'll still back over. It's Sterling, left foot. Still Sterling. He's got to pass it. Foden. Oh, it was on his right foot. See, they're both getting caught on the wrong foot, man. Sterling. Gundogan scores 2-0. Game, set, and match. Manchester City 2. Tottenham 0. Game over. Gundogan, goalkeeper should do better for me there. Game over. Pressure is on. Jose Mourinho, Gundogan again. toying with them on the edge of the box. Sterling, no one's tackling him. Finds Foden, takes his time. Gundogan back into Sterling. Foden makes the move. Sterling, little reverse ball. Just kind of, does he toe poke it? The keeper should do better. Near post as well. Oh, that's poor from Lloris. What a week Gundogan's had. Man scoring goals for fun. 9 goals in 7 games for Gundogan. Mourinho's in the mud, man. He's struggling big time. Trophy Mourinho, you know. Woo, that man's having a tough time. Curtis, bro, which Arsenal legend says about the club as it is you think? For me, Tony Adams, Paul Merson speaks honestly. Ian Wright, Ray Parler promote the club PR and don't say it as it is. Thoughts. A lot of the time, these guys are employed by the club. That you're never going to hear the whole truth of what they think because they're going to protect the wage, you know, that they're getting. So yeah, unfortunately, sometimes you don't get the full thoughts of some of these players. Where when they're not employed by the club, they'll just say it as it is. Look at Petit and players like that. You know, they say some harsh truths. 50 minutes gone, 2-0 to City. Gundogan and Rodri. Yeah, no. Listen, I always stick by. I stick by the comments, but I'm more than open to it. He's struggling. He's struggling at Tottenham. You know, I get it. You lot can hit me up with that. I've got no problem. I will always talk about it. On what I say this on one hand, right? On some arguments. So, for example, people are going, Arteta needs more time. He needs more signings. Maybe Mourinho needs more time and more signings, you know? Maybe he needs more signings. Look at Lloris. Look at what this guy's doing. You know, I think Tottenham's keeper and back four is kind of washed up now still. I'm not going to lie. I said this to Robbie yesterday. I said, he was on about Davinson Sanchez. I said, Mourinho didn't buy him. I don't think he even rates him. You know, Alderweireld looks washed. Man's playing Eric Dyer at centre-back, who was playing CDM. You know, maybe they need to freshen up as well. So, listen, we can't say, oh, yeah, Arteta's a great manager. He needs time. But then go, oh, Mourinho's flopped. Maybe he needs time as well. Maybe he needs another transfer window. But, yeah, listen, it's a fair point. Mourinho's struggling. But, you know, what can he do? What can he do when Lloris is doing things like that? At the same time, you can say that about Arteta when people are getting sent off. But yeah, I get it. I do get it. Any time Mourinho loses, I get it, man. I'm used to it by now. You know, I'm used to it. I get it. Maybe we should go for Kane. If we had the money, mate, I'm sure we could look at it, but it ain't going to happen, is it? People saying Jose's struggling. What's Arteta doing? There you go. There you go, man. You know? He's trying to keep his head above water, Jose, but, you know, Arteta's underwater, mate. He's you know, he's at the bottom of the sea at the moment. If he's struggling, then what? Like you said, what's he doing? But nah, you know, it is what it is. So he said, I also want a Jose. You're not alone. It was a no-brainer for me at the time. Why would you not have considered it? All right, people can talk about the style of football, but they've scored more goals than us this season, so they do attack when necessary. But hey, it is what it is, man. Don't worry about it. I don't mind that. I'll take the banter all day long. Also, your content has been fire recently, bro. Thank you. Keep it going. No worries, man. No worries. Wrong guy for the job. I think so as well. I don't think that was the right job for him. Curtis Jose is still a good manager. His defense is poor and his goalkeeper is done. Once he gets a centre back, they will be good. Yeah, I know. I think he wanted Skriniar, didn't he, from Inter Milan in the summer. 5 points behind Jose now. It's still 5 points, though, isn't it? You know, Curtis, you know I'm messing with you, man. Nah, listen, I'll all day long. I've got no problem with people calling me out on that. I'll always have banter with people and stuff about it. I don't mind. He's at Tottenham. I don't mind him losing. You know, even if he flops completely at Tottenham, I will still stick by my opinion that I think he could have done a job at Arsenal, especially in comparison to the guy we've got now. But hey, it is what it is. Tottenham have looked poor today. They just don't look like they can open this City team. Remember, we're all going to laugh at Tottenham today, which is fine, of course. But we play this team next week, Manchester City. So let's hope we can perform better. Let's hope we can. Jose, your first choice. Listen, I'm going to put this out there. I said Jose and Carlo Ancelotti, right? I'm not having this that I only want a Jose. Carlo Ancelotti, I said as well. And I think most of you would have taken big Carlo, man. Don Carlo sipping his tea the other day. The man's a real boss. Remember the time Tottenham were rumoured to sign Dybala? They were close, but yeah, he bumped him at the last minute. He said, nah, I ain't going there. Yo, Curtis, don't get it twisted. Arteta is ish. I don't rate him either. I don't rate him. Don't worry, bro. Arteta fanboys will always give excuses. We are having a better squad than Tottenham. They are still above us. Jose would have done better than Arteta, 100%. Carlo was my first choice. I agree. Lloris has to save it. Lloris looks washed, man. Lloris looks washed. We got to remember, Tottenham have got some players there they've had for years. They got to move them on. Dyer, Lloris, Alderweireld. These men are old players now, man. The Prem's changed now. Lloris is making pure mistakes. I'm happy Jose didn't come to Arsenal. Yeah, fair enough. Aguero. They're going to have him ready for Arsenal next week, innit? He'll probably come on for 10 minutes in this game. He'll play Champions League for a few minutes in the week. They'll come to the Emirates and they'll start him, and then he'll be madness. Arteta has no charisma. I don't think he has. Honestly, I don't think he's got a lot of personality. Not that matters, really, but he's very hard to connect with. I think he's quite cold, Arteta, Mourinho, Shaw TV, oh my days. Antonio Conte would be the best manager. I would like Conte. I like him. Big C, why did the British rob Don Carlo's house? Yeah, I saw a story that his house got robbed, man. That's terrible. I don't know if that's true or not, but I read something about that. Spurs need to clear out like we did recently. Yeah, I think they will do in the summer. Mourinho, he knows what he needs. Mourinho would have demanded more of the Arsenal players. There you go. These Arsenal players are getting away with whatever they want. 11th in the league, everything's fine. 15th, don't worry, man. You know what I mean? They're getting away with all sorts. So, yeah, I don't know. Conte's toxic like Mourinho. People banter in Spurs tonight. Arsenal to the rescue tomorrow. Arteta fan TV versus Mourinho fan TV. It feels like it is like that nowadays, isn't it? When Eriksen left, Tottenham lost the plot. Harry Kane is wasting his career. Here comes Spurs. Ooh, straight at Lloris on the belly. Stones looks solid again, man. He's doing well. Does it bother you when you see players laughing and joking in training? No, it don't bother me. No, it don't. I know people get riled by it, especially when your team's not winning. But you've got to enjoy yourself, man. Football is a privilege. Professional football is a privilege. So why shouldn't you smile, man? You're living good. You got to understand with some of these footballers, they're not as bothered as fans. Some of these guys, they play and they just switch off. They go home. Imagine you come out of training. You jump in your Bentley. You drive to your mansion. Your missus, your kids are there. Your house is kitted out. You got millions in the bank. You train for 2 hours a day. Have the rest of the day off. Why would you not? Why would you not smile, man? These men are living life. I don't blame them for smiling. Expressions, total meltdown. Listen, I don't know what he expected. I know it sounds very harsh because if we lose to Man City next week, I'll be going mad as well. But the reality is, very hard for Tottenham to come and beat Man City at their own ground. You know, it's not likely to happen. As long as Hector's not smiling and laughing in training, then I'm good. Oh dear. I've heard people compare Kane to Matt Letizia. Well, see, Letizia was that great player who never left, and everyone feels like, you know, to go to the top level, he needed to go to a bigger club. He stayed loyal, but he never won anything. So, you know, but Kane's definitely got to go. Don't get stressed, bro. We got a lot for tomorrow's match. Nah, no chance. No chance. Valentine's Day tomorrow, people. Don't let Arsenal ruin your day. You know. James said, as a Man United fan, I had to stop watching us at times with Mourinho in charge. It was so bad. Wow, crazy. Depression's losing source. That's an absolute banger. That is quality. That is. Don't worry. As soon as this game's done, I'll be in the chat trolling him, man. Kane will join Real Madrid. Yeah, I know Zidane likes him. Sterling ripping man apart. That Davis, mate, a left back, getting destroyed by Sterling. Valentine's Day massacre incoming. Oh man, get a show with X. I spoke to X this week actually. We're gonna do something soon for sure. I know we play Tottenham. When do we play Tottenham? I'm sure it's at the start of March. I could be wrong. 13th of March, so in a month today. Definitely. X will be on here within the next month, hopefully. He's very busy at the moment, but yeah, I spoke to him the other day. So I definitely got to get him on here to make his debut. That guy, man, he's got to be the funniest guy on YouTube, man. Incredible. So funny, man. His channel's on fire at the moment as well. Oh, Sterling is ruining this Ben Davis guy, man. He's too sharp for him. Sterling's got these man on toast, just needs a goal. He's so sharp. The change of direction is so hard to deal with. He's actually playing on the right now. Usually he's on the left, but he knows he's got this Davis guy on toast. Son's having to come back and help him now, and they can't get up the pitch, Tottenham. Can't see Tottenham scoring now. They just look like they've shut up shop and they don't want to get battered. Curtis, which Leicester City fan channel collab? I think it's Lee Chappie is the main one for Leicester, who people work with. Yeah, do you know what? Because I've got the Leeds preview coming out tonight at 9 o'clock, so look out for that. I recorded with All Leeds TV yesterday, so that'll be up. I will try and get a Man City fan on as well for next week. I know there's that Steve who goes on Top 6 show with Turkish, and obviously Lee Chappie for Leicester. So I will start reaching out to these guys because obviously we're playing these teams soon. So yeah, look out for that. Sports Genius always asking me. This time I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm actually in the process of getting this up and running. Believe me when I say it's not a quick process. But yeah, we are going to do channel memberships, and I'm not going to take any content away from anybody that doesn't want to join. It's just purely to help the channel so that you can have a bit more interaction. We'll do a few extra things, and it's to help the channel at the end of the day, you know. Between us, you know, I actually had a video lined up about 2 weeks ago with an ex-Arsenal player, and you know, he said, yeah, I'll come on your channel. We arranged the time and stuff. And on the day, he actually sent me an invoice. And he was asking for hundreds of pounds to come on and do the interview. And I was like, what? And he was like, it weren't like he was asking, yeah, 100 quid or something. He was asking for like £400-500. And I'm like, this guy's not even a big ex-Arsenal player. No disrespect, you know. It's not Ian Wright, Tony Adams, Vieira. It's like a squad player from back in the day. And I was like, yo, man. But then I looked at it and I thought, yo, the bigger this channel gets, if I want to get bigger guests and things like that, you know, sometimes you got to start, you know, dropping money on people to come on. So listen, it's purely for you guys to have closer interaction and to help support the channel. Obviously, I had Dwight York on. I know he's not Arsenal, but that was a big interview to get on. You know, he's a real legend. And listen, just try and bring you the best content possible. Membership will be cheap. I'm telling you, like £3 a month, something like that, £3 or £4 max. You know, I don't believe in asking for crazy, you know, £7-8 a month. £4 is what, £1 a week, something like that. Not going to ask for anything major, and that's it. So yeah, that will be up soon. Give it a couple of weeks. That will definitely be up. Yorkie was a good interview. Yeah, very good. I spoke to him for quite a long time off camera as well. A top guy for coming on, man. Gundogan's in. Gundogan has scored. Oh my days. They are holding a spanking 3-0 to Manchester City. Look at that guy, man. And Ederson's got the assist. Mourinho is in big trouble. Big trouble, people. Oh my days. Gundogan, assist from Ederson. 70-yard ball down the pitch. Gundogan. Wow, is he onside? Oh, what a run. Look at the pass. Look at Davinson Sanchez. What's he doing? I told Robbie yesterday. Oh, my God. I told Robbie yesterday that this Davinson Sanchez was terrible. I told him, you know. Look at him. What is he doing? What is he doing? Oh, no. The way he falls over. Oh, my God. That guy, Gundogan, gives him the fake shot. Cheers, mate. Where you go? Look at Sanchez is trying to block the ball with his head. Oh, my day. They're finished. Jose's a mess. He's an absolute mess. But that team, you can't work with that, bro. You can't work with that. You got Ederson getting assists, bro. It's mad. Ederson, you know. Jeez. Oh, dear. Ederson getting assist. It's all mad, people. Game over. 3-0. What did we say? 3-1 at the start of the game. Oh, man. Curtis, did you manage to reach out to any Benfica chat? I sent a message to that Rabona. Sent a message to them. So we'll just wait and see if they get back. We'll try and do something. But yeah, so obviously, as I was saying, the Arsenal player was asking for dough. I just said, bruv, leave it. You ain't getting money off me like that for an interview. We'll just keep it moving. So, but yeah. So look out for that anyway soon, people. I said 3-1 as well. There you go. What was Davinson Sanchez doing? Man's falling over and he went, woo, you know, just trying to block the shot. Gundogan is absolutely on fire this season, I'm telling you. Absolutely on fire. What's he got? 10 goals from the middle of midfield. It's madness, bro. Absolute madness. It's crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. Ederson getting assist, you know. That's mad. Oh, dear. No, it weren't a Bue or Senderos. I've had Senderos on before. Oh, my God. No, it weren't a Bue either. It weren't. Ederson has more assists than Thiago. Jeez, man played a 70-yard ball. Gundo, what a player. He's coming off. He must be fuming, man. The man scored 2 goals and you're dragging him off. Just leave him on for the hat-trick. Absolute baller. Maybe there's a slight injury concern there. Is he going? Yeah, it looks like he's going down the tunnel. Who's that? Fernan Torres. I haven't still watched much of it. Here we go. You still think Jose for Arsenal? Oh, dear. Listen, I knew it was coming, man. I knew it was coming. Groin injury. Yeah, I thought so. I see him holding his leg. Gundogan unplayable right now. He just makes them mad third man runs, man. You know, hard to pick up. Very hard to pick up. How to join membership. When it's live, I'll put a video out and I'll let you all know how to join. Literally, where it says subscribe on the channel, it will say join next to it. Click join. You can cancel at any time. Listen, there's no pressure. Obviously, whoever does, I appreciate it. You'll get a bit of extra content and stuff. And we'll keep it moving, man. Gundogan top scorer. Look at Lamela. Look at this guy. I told man about this guy, Lamela. Horrible player. Don't like his attitude. He's dirty as well. He's a bit of a cheat. As soon as you do anything to him, he'll dive, but then he'll put dirty tackles in on you. And I just don't rate him. I don't know why he's still there. Gundogan, top scorer. You say Jose's getting fired, yeah, but he's on 15 million a season. Still got 2 years left. That is a big boy pay up. Has Daniel Levy got that kind of dough in the pandemic? Sterling, he's ripping this Davis apart. Yeah, corner. Naples shocked Juventus. Did they beat them? Did they beat them? That would be a bad result for... What was the score? 1-0. Full time. That's crazy. Lorenzo Insigne penalty. Yes, Thomas from Norway. I hope you're good, bro. Jose lost his mojo at Madrid. He's a diminishing force. Oh, man. London Shaft. Kurt, bro, every time I'm trying to send a super chat, it says he's not available in my country. What to do? They don't want to see a brother succeed. Don't worry about it, bro. Certain countries, I don't think it's available. I don't know why. But listen, just subscribe, hit the like button, put your comments in. Job done, bro. We're good to go. We keep it moving. Lamella, you dirty little. He's done it again. Oh, dear. Gundogan will run riot against us. Oh, man. Especially we got no Thomas Partey for that game as well. Our midfield's it's gonna be long. It's gonna be long, bro. Ceballos and Xhaka or El Neni. Ain't gonna be pretty, man. Hopefully we do better than this anyway. Big C, get back Graham. Yeah, I haven't spoke to Graham for a few weeks. Do you know what? It'd be a good time to get him on because we got a lot of games this week. And his tactical analysis is brilliant. So yeah, Graham, listen, anybody, any suggestions? Who would you like to see on the channel? Other YouTubers, especially who can be reached out to. Who would you like to see come on? Lamella gets dragged for Bale. Gareth Bale, let's see what he's got. Yeah, who would you like to see come on? Any YouTubers that I could maybe reach out to? As I said, I've spoken to Hugh Wizzy. He's going to come on at some stage. We just got to find a time. Expressions as well. We're going to sort that out. So listen, anyone you'd like to see come on, put it in the comments. Let me know. And, I'm open to suggestions, Get X on, do a regular with lead judges, definitely. Yeah, the aim is to get Leon once a month, once a month, definitely. Kevin Campbell once a month, Graham once a month, Turkish, mate, probably once a month. Deluded, we're trying to do every week or two, really. So yeah, but if there's others you want to see, obviously, chuck them in it. Mr. Judges and Claude. Yeah, I had Claude on here for a while, actually. Curtis, we are going to get cooked by City. I'm hoping I don't know, hopefully they're tired from midweek. Get the Anfield agenda. Yeah, I could reach out to him. We need KSI on here. Jeez, man. That would be a good way. It'd be hard to get on, that's for sure. Get Charles Watts. You know what? I've spoken. Charles Watts follows me on Twitter, and I've asked him before. I'm not sure he will come on. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's to do with the company he works for, and he can only work with certain companies. Maybe he will come on at some stage. Get Jessino on. She talks so much sense. Okay, where's she from? I don't know. Is she an Arsenal YouTuber as well? Yeah. No super chat from Bosnia also, unfortunately. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. Subscribe, like, put your comments in, and it's happy days, man. It's happy days. Don't worry about it. Realistically, we can only get 3 points this month. Oh, man. Get some females on the show. Okay, yeah, give me some suggestions, bro. Give me some YouTubers that you think. She's on the bearded gooner. Okay, I'll have a look. I'll have a look for that. Why don't you just get real Arsenal fans on, bro, as opposed to looking at YouTube names? Listen, bro, I don't know if you watch this channel on a regular. After 2 games, I I had fans on. I had fans on after the games. Came on. I think we had about 7 on one of them and about 5 on the next one. I had people on. A lot of the time, some fans don't want to come on, but this will be to do with with channel membership and things like that. We'll do things like that as well. So KSI would be huge. He's an Arsenal fan, plus he has millions of subscribers. Yeah, not easy to get him. Get Piers Morgan on. That would be a great one. Pippa, yeah, big up Pippa. I could get Pippa on. I'll speak to her sometime. Gonna go, yeah. She reached out actually as well. She's decent as well from what I've seen. She seems to have good content. Aguero warming up. Spurs are in more trouble. Pep's already gone. Go on, just go on there and get a goal, will you? Just finish them off. Charlene, yeah, I could get Charlene on as well. Get Wenger on. Can you imagine? That would break the internet. Curtis, who is better, Renarson or Lloris? Oh, man, that Renarson, mate. I'll go Renarson after what I've seen from Lloris today. He's a World Cup winner. He should be doing better than that. We signed a guy from Iceland, you know, and I don't mean Iceland, the country. I mean Iceland, the shop. Rita, try give the lesser channels a spot, bro. Do your bit to help out. Like I'm sure you would, bro. I'm all for that. I don't mind that. You know, listen, we've all been in that position. I don't even consider myself an established channel yet. Really, I'm still new to this game. Yeah, listen, I don't judge people off their subscribers. I judge people off their morals, how they carry themselves, how they you know, how they present themselves on camera and how they talk about football. You know, I don't mind if you got 1 subscriber or 100,000 or 1,000,000. You know, any former players you could get on. Yeah, man, I've been reaching out. I'm trying to get some people on, man. It's not easy, but to be honest, this lockdown is the best time to try and get people on because they're indoors a lot. So yeah, I'm reaching out. Trust me, I'm trying, man. I want to give some quality content as much as I can. Get Flex on again. I've spoken to Flex, man. I just need to sort out times with these guys. Even Goldbridge. I spoke to Goldbridge about coming on. It's just literally a case of timing. So Rants, yeah. I mean, I've done a show with him on AFTV, but yeah, he would be good to get on as well. Oh, headed over the bar by Laporte. That was a chance. Ian Wright, listen, man, the word's out. The word's out for writing, man. I've spoken to a friend of a friend. It's just timing. And the problem with Wright, he works for Arsenal and he can only work with certain people and do certain things. It's a bit difficult. But yeah, Wrighty would be the ultimate, man. Him and Henri and people like that. Who helped you set up, bruv? I set up myself, to be honest. I just set up myself. I started recording on my phone. Chronicles of a Gooner. Me and Harry have done a show on here before. I still speak to him. That's definitely someone I could get on. He's been on here. I've been on his channel. Can you get Anita from Gold Diggers? I don't know if I've seen her, you know. I'll have a look. Get Wax on. Yeah, I've been on Wax's channel, so yeah, he needs to come on. Get Lee Gunner on. Yeah, he's got his channel's quite big as well, isn't it? I don't speak to him. I don't really know him. Nippon Sharma. Can we do a show together? Reach out, man. Have you got a YouTube channel or something? Even if you haven't, but yeah. I appreciate the super chat as well, bruv. Terry from Football Terrace. Yeah, again, Terry, I speak to Terry, man. He's hard work to get on. You know, I remember one time he was supposed to come on and then at the last minute, I've got no problem in it. People are busy. He's got a lot on. Sometimes you say yes and then all of a sudden you can't. I really rate Harry. He doesn't rate Rodgers. Wow, I think Rodgers is a very good coach, man. Sophie from the Hybrid Squad. You know what? I only literally found out about her a few days ago because I was watching Kevin Campbell on there and I saw her and I thought she's a really good presenter, man. And Kev was bigging her up, saying how good she is. And I like the way she presents, man. She's good. She's knowledgeable but entertaining as well. That would be a good one as well. Get Bavs. Yeah, I speak to Bavs quite often. I think he does a lot of pre-recorded shows rather than the live shows. But yeah, Bavs has been on before as well. It'd be good to get Bavs back on. Terry and the Bansters, not good. Oh, that's harsh, man. I like Terry, man. He's a cool guy, man. Get Chunks, that would be a good one as well. Yes, I do have a YouTube. Is it just your name? Is that the name of your YouTube? I'll have a look. I'll try and have a look after. Sophie, Chelsea Sophie, yeah? Yeah, I've spoke to her a few times as well. Deluded, yeah, me and Deluded. You'll always see shows of me and Deluded. Every week or two we'll do a show. Who else is saying? Big up Made in Brooklyn. He says, hit the like button, people. You're not wrong. Hit that like button. Curtis, will you do a watch along for any Champions League game? Yeah, I discussed this earlier. I might do it for PSG against Barcelona on Tuesday. That's a big game. Oh, my days. Gareth Bale, what a save. Skip past two players, man. I thought he rolled back the years there. Great save by Edison. 3-0 is a bit of a beating, isn't it? Great watch along, Curtis. Thanks, bro. No worries. How about Troops? Yeah, Troops again. Hard man to get hold of. But, yeah, he's been on before. But it'd be good for me to get him back on. Any others that you said? Grizz Khan. I like Grizz. Very knowledgeable Liverpool fan, man. It would be good to get him on. Curtis should be on the kickoff with True Geordie. Yeah, his channel. He's got a big channel, hasn't he? I haven't really watched much of it, to be honest. I got to be real. Calls for a penalty there. Oh, shoots over. Dele Alli was trying to get a penalty. Imagine if I got Arteta on here, bro. Imagine. Grizz rates Arteta. It's easy to rate him when he's not your manager, you know, because you can. Sometimes you don't mind the other teams having a weak manager. Big C, look at these City players running their socks off. None of our players could withstand this tempo for 3 minutes, let alone simultaneously keep the structure and the system. Long way to go for Arsenal, yeah. Long way. Laurie and Big C versus Toby and X. That would be a good show. That would be a good show. Do you know what? When we play Tottenham, I'll try and get some sort of, panel if I can. That would be good. Gav from LFC Day Trippers is quality too, Curtis, along with Grit. I've been on a show with Gav before, I think. Forgive me, is he the Irish guy? Irish Liverpool fan. I've been on Football Terrace with him before. Lippy would be good, man. Lippy would be very good. I do watch Filthy Fellas. Someone asked earlier, do you watch Filthy Fellas? It's a good channel, man. Very good channel. I actually speak to, what's his name, man? Have I forgot the guy's name? The guy, man. What his nickname is? What's his name? Fruit Punch Pappy. He calls himself. What's his name, man? He's the Loons. He's the funniest guy on there, bro. Loon is he is the funniest on that whole show for me. So I've spoken to him about coming on as well. So listen, you're gonna see people on it. You and Laurie need a regular show on your channel, Mad Chemistry. Yeah, Laurie's quality, man. He's good. Get Ozil on, yeah, if only, man. Listen, how long we got left? 7 minutes left of the game. Tottenham, they're done. They ain't winning. Just tuned in today, a bit late. Big C and Deluded. Yeah, me and Deluded. I think we're going to do a show next week, so look out for that. We'll definitely get that done. Look at Man City. Last 5 home games. 2-0, 1-0, 4-0, 2-0, 1-0. And then today now to make it 6-3-0. Not one goal conceded. They're taking the mick. They're actually just battering people. Clive Palmer was on with Hugh Wizzy a few weeks back. Really knowledgeable guy. All right, appreciate that. I'll have a look. Get the Coppish on. Yeah, I've done a show with them before. Arsenal versus Liverpool preview. Big up Sports Genius with a super chat. He said, Big C, thoughts on the traditional media not rating YouTubers. I just watched that Simon Jordan argument with Robbie. Seems like they're threatened. Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are, because they've dominated by themselves. And now YouTubers are getting on Sky Sports, are getting shows, and of course they're going to be threatened by it. It's traditional media. Media has changed now. When I was a kid, when I wanted to know something about football, I bought the newspaper. I'd go to the shop and buy, I don't know, the Daily Mirror for 30p or something to check the signing news. I haven't bought a newspaper in years. I don't. Why do you buy the newspaper? I used to check teletext. You know what I mean? It was all different, man. It's all changing. People want to feel more connected. You do want the pundits, the ex-big players and stuff, but mix it up with YouTubers and stuff like that. It's all changing, man. Times have changed. A lot of people watch YouTube more than they watch TV nowadays. So it's different, man. Hit the likes, people. Hit the subscribe button as well if you haven't already. YouTube gives you the real people. Yeah, it's a bit more raw, isn't it? It's a bit more raw than TV is. Curtis Shawhouse, tricks or credit to you. I'm good, Cormac. Thank you for tuning in as always. Bruv, teletext. Remember, we used to have to check the score 302 and you're waiting for it to load. And, it was mad. It was all mad. Get Mourinho on. That would be great content, man. Hollywood says, good content, Curtis. Thank you very much. I wonder why fans here in the USA don't do fan cams YouTube channels for NBA teams. Yeah, surprising, isn't it? The NBA and stuff is massive as well. What do you think of Tottenham? Oh, dear. Pep is a good manager, but he hasn't won the Champions League except with Barca. Can we say he's a great manager? He is a great manager, my friend. He's more than just winning trophies. He improves players. I think he improves you as a person as well. And I think he can win the Champions League this year. I genuinely do. I think they can win it. Curtis and Partey would be a great chat. Noodles. Yeah, I don't know if you saw yesterday. I had the packet of noodles, man. I found the Indomie noodles. 302, great memories. Yeah, man. 302. Was that on? I can't remember if 302. I think that was the BBC one, or was it? I can't remember. Yeah. BBC was CFAX, I think, and one of them was Teletext. But I remember they used to do club call. They used to say, if you want to know the latest transfer news, ring this number. They would have a big headline like Arsenal want, a player. Ring this number. And it was like £1 a minute to hear the news. I mean, I never rang it, but it was like, they was bumping people back then. Just to get a little bit of transfer news, you have to ring this number for £1 a minute. It's mad how times have changed, man. Indomies are big here in Africa. Yeah, man, that's what I was reading when Partey obviously did that interview. Oracle was 302, CFAX 140. Okay. Top 4 predictions: United and City. The thing with Leicester, if they have any kind of injury problems, then they're out of it. They need everyone fit, really, especially Vardy. They need Vardy fit. I don't think Tottenham will get top 4. Chelsea have got a chance. Liverpool, of course, have still got a chance. 2 out of those 3, Leicester, Chelsea, and Liverpool. I still think Liverpool will get top 4. So then I think it's Chelsea or Leicester. At the moment, Leicester, but if they have injuries, maybe Chelsea overtake them. Oh, the way Gundogan just ruined Davinson Sanchez is ridiculous. Can't believe it. That goal is hilarious. CFAX was quality for cheap holidays. Yeah, man, teletext holidays. It used to see a holiday like you were like, nah, that can't be right. A £400 holiday, they'll be advertising it for like £179 or something. It was mad, bruv. All mad. This game's been mad. 2 minutes to go. Foden's nutmeg Sissoko. Sterling. I hope he scores. Oh, wanted him to score, man. He's had a great game, man. Sterling. He deserved that goal. Lloris saves it with his feet. I think Sterling's been brilliant today. He's ripped that Ben Davies to shreds. Mate, memories, teletext 302. They were the days, man. Was it worse than Messi on Boateng? Not worse than that. But he had him face down. He didn't put his arms out either because he didn't want to handball it. So he's literally flung himself to the floor to try and block it with his head, and he just drilled it past him. Any American Arsenal fan channels? I can't do one. I seize up when the camera turns on. Listen, anyone on it? Do you know any? Are there any big American Arsenal fan channels? Because I would love to work and do a show with maybe an American Arsenal channel. If there's some big ones, anyone knows any? Drop it in the comments. I want to expand the channel, man. We want to go worldwide. Curtis, should the Prem put on a couple of extra refs directly on the pitch? One doesn't seem like enough. Oh, shot from Bernardo. Yeah, there was a. I remember hearing this rumor that they were saying about having a referee in each half, but then people were saying, well, if there's a foul on the halfway line, what referee's going to give it? It's all mad, isn't it? But yeah. Yeah, obviously troops, but I mean, somebody born or, in America. I can help Curtis with finding you an American. Yeah, let me know, man. Let me know if there's a big channel over there. So take your time with it. Take your time with it. That seems like a long way off, man. Zar, yeah, the guy who works with troops, yeah. Barstool, that would be a good one. City on the counter. Wow, that tackle is horrendous. Horrendous tackle, man. Ben Davies, he's been ruined. Ruined. Nathan, yeah, have you got a YouTube channel, man? Let me know. Congolese captain. I've been locked up in jail a few weeks. What happened to Spurs? They're going all Spursy, man. You know what they do. You know what Spurs do, man. They do well, then bottle it. Lolo is an American Arsenal fan. I forgot his channel name, but he was on All Leeds TV with Lee Gunner a couple of days ago. I think his channel name is Brooklyn something. Okay, fair enough. Made in Brooklyn, thank you for your super chat, bro. Says, random question. Who is your favorite non-Arsenal Premier League player to watch these days? I would say probably Kevin De Bruyne. I love watching De Bruyne. I love Sterling as well. I'm a big fan of Sterling. I would say Kevin De Bruyne, though. The guy's an unbelievable footballer, man. The best centre midfielder in the world for me. The Gooners podcast is huge. I'm American. Okay, I will have a look. I definitely want to reach out. I definitely want to tap into the American market and try and work with some Arsenal fans around the world. Doesn't even have to be Arsenal all the time, which is why I'm doing watch-alongs for other teams. Oh, my God. Oh, my days. Mahrez was doing a madness. Mahrez. Oh, he got tackled, but the skill was mad. Arsenal blog. Do you think Sterling is world class? It's a hard one, because he is and he isn't. It's mad. Like, he's one of the best wingers in the Prem. He rips fullbacks to shreds. He's just not technically the best of footballers, but his numbers are ridiculous. It's hard to say he's not, to be honest. There's something still lacking technically about Sterling, but he rips these fullbacks apart. He's made this Ben Davies look like a championship player. He's ruined him all game. Do you think De Bruyne is world class? He's the best centre mid in the world for me. Definitely. I think Sterling is moving world class now. He's too good. Full-time whistle goes. There we go, people. 3-0 to Manchester City. They got a beat down. Jeez, that was light work as well. Tottenham getting slapped. City win. Glenn from New York. That's a great point. He follows me as well. He's a good guy as well. He's funny. Arscast and Gunner blog. Okay, I'll check them out. Justin Hoyt. I've had him on, I've had him on before. He was on early on my channel. Still speak to him now. Yeah, he's in Miami. He plays for a team over there. Or maybe I'll get him back on. But listen, people, really appreciate you tuning in today. Brilliant support as always. We've been on over 2 hours. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button on your way out. And listen, go back, check out the previous content. I've had some big content out this week. Robbie, Kevin Campbell, Turkish, Lee Judges. We've had some great shows out. And we're back tomorrow, people. Valentine's Day. Arsenal against Leeds. Don't ruin our weekend for once. Take care, everyone. Enjoy Saturday night, and I will be back tomorrow. Bless.